Hi guys, Enda here from TrendSpotter, up $3,080 on 3 trades in Roku. So I decided to kind of exclusively trade Roku today, even though I missed good moves on all the stocks, but let's dive right into Roku and have a look. So as you can see here, my first trade was a loss in Roku, okay, so 931, you can see the background trend meter was red, and I came in here. Now, you have to be very careful with this, okay? This is opening more than 30 cent off the EMA here. So see 89.38 and it opened up at 96. So you have to be very careful on that. You know, you need to know within kind of 2 seconds where you are. But you can see it opening up anyways. But I got into this at, either way it wasn't going to work. This was one of those trades that just wouldn't have worked. But I got in my long position at 89.64, so I was aiming for the VWAP really, because you know, just in case it, but 64, just in case it would go all the way down, and I almost made it, 87 cents. Now it was kind of spready as well this morning, so that was like 20 cents, so that's not as good as it looks. And basically I gave this 60 cent. And the reason I gave it 60 cent is the trend meter wasn't faltering really. Now it did lose an arrow here that was at 53 cent, then it got an arrow back here, as you can see in here. So I was like, okay, I'll just hang on and kind of breaking my rules. Well, it's between 50 and 60 cents is what I'll give Roku. And stopped out right down in here. And that's a shame because it went, I mean, you know, a dollar. I'm not going to give it a dollar because I'm only taking a dollar out of it, and a dollar is a reasonable amount to take out. So that was my first loss there. 2,000 shares, I was down $1,200. So nice kick in the face to start the morning. So I got back in. Like I said, I was sticking with Roku, and if the move sets up again, I'd go for it. So 949 at 90.09. So 949 at 90.09. So almost just as the candle opened. Okay, and it was right by the EMA, so I was happy with that. And this was nearly another stop out here. It was, there you go, 58 cent. It almost stopped me out. And again, I was really upset. I was down like 1100 again. I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? This is just so frustrating. I pulled back. So I saw all these, right? And I knew something was wrong, obviously, when this candle didn't break the high. And then I was in here, I was very worried. Then when I saw it going red, I was literally going to press the stop out button there and get out break even as it went down. But I said I'd stick to my rules. And then I was like, okay, I'll get out of the VWAP if it breaks the VWAP. And then, you know, panic starts to set in, but it's still green down here, and I'm kind of floating around in here, getting really distressed and anxious. And then it opened here, and I said to myself, right, if it breaks the low of this. Now, I've done this before. Yes, it's kind of a rule on the fly, but I have used it before, just to confirm. And again, some of it is stubborn, but it would have been, instead of another 1,200, it probably would have been another 1,300 loss. And at that stage, I was like, oh, look. 2 losing trades in a row, I'll just stop. But no, it didn't break it, and I was very lucky, and then it came back up. Now, luck, probability, whatever you want to call it. Came back up, and I stopped out for my profit. So I got in here, stopped out for my profit at 958. Where's that? Oh, in here. Yeah, at 91.14. So just in there, excuse me, I have hiccups. Okay, so I got 2,000 shares on that. I got $2,100. That was a nice win. So I was looking at it, and it was going up and up and up and up and up, and I was like, okay, I'll wait for a little kind of a pullback, and here's your little kind of pullback, and here we go again for a long. So I went long again, and the reason I went long, by the way, the reason I took the third trade is because I lost the first one. If I'd won the first one, $2,100, I probably would have stopped. But it was so strong going up, you know, and that was just a false breakout. There's nothing you can do about them. They happen. You got to get back in and trade. So 10.35 was my trade. There you go. So 10.35. Yeah. So again, this trend meter was kind of keeping me out of the trade. I wouldn't have kind of bought in here, but closer to the EMA is where I love to buy. It suits me, but 10.35 was right on the EMAs anyways. So the good news about that is that if it goes back down here, it'll probably go red and you're out. You don't have to go down the full 50 cent. So I got in there at 90.09, which is, no, sorry, that's my second trade. 92.82. Where's that? There you go. And I was in that until 10.40 over here. Yeah, there you go. So up in here at 93.91 up. Yeah, okay, yeah, top of that. Okay. And even if you were in this trade as well, and your broker wasn't as generous as mine, it could have just come back down here. You would have won anyways. That was a winning trade no matter what. And as you can see, so that was a 2,180. That was a lovely one. And as you can see here, if you took a short on Roku, which I didn't, I was done. I didn't want to push it. It would have pulled against you here, 35 cent. And there you go, the moves in it. That's a 150 to 215 move in the end. If you're that kind of trader, I'm just showing you what's in it. But for me, I would have stopped out at the dollar, which would have been here, around here. Happy with that dollar. Happy to take my money and run. Don't care about what's going on in the market. Okay, moving on, beyond. Again, I was talking to a guy yesterday who's trading it. He's finding it difficult at the moment. And I said, stick to Roku, just trade one stock. Roku's a good mover. Beyond sometimes doesn't move well, as you can see here. But Roku, you'll definitely, like, if you lose, I say get back in and trade it again. So shout out to you. I hope you were successful today, because I traded the exact same moves and stocks you did, and there you can see what happened. Okay, so here we go. Beyond was beautiful. You know, I told this guy as well to trade Roku, and there was Beyond with the most perfect trade ever. That's just how it goes, I suppose. But there you go. Look, no reason. So that's your no entry here, no entry here, no entry here. Boom, green, off you go. What a move. Oh, Beyond, $2 move. That, you know, oh, stop. I don't even want to look at it. What a simple move. What an easy move. What a beautiful move. Okay, done. And then nothing. That's Beyond. That's the Beyond I know. All right, so that was a lucky one. I'd say you could come back here every day and you wouldn't see it like that as easy. Let's have a look at Nvidia. I know some guys in the chat room were getting stomped on Nvidia. But let's see. And Nvidia now, don't forget, you have to get like $3 to $4 on the win. So 932, early to get in. Early to get in. But you would have got 262 on it. With your $2 stop loss, you're up to 322 there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a move, I suppose. You're short. If you were kind of going back in, you would be getting in late. But what's in it? Let's have a look. Here. There. So what's that? Nothing. 149. You'd be down on that. But there's, well, actually, you know, you'd stop out down here because that's the reverse. So 82 cents. So, you know, I've seen $2 losses on Nvidia a lot. But look at your win. So let's have a look in here. There's your win. That's your rewarded for your patience in Nvidia. So a small win if you were to take it or get out break even, probably a loser there, but only about 80 cents, and then a $5 win. $5 wins are in Nvidia every day, but you just have to have nerves of steel for Nvidia. You have to stay at it. And look at it, here we go again. So a nice short here for Nvidia. Short, not too far away from that. Let's 60 cent maximum. And here you have a 43 cent for a $4.85. Huge move, massive win reward ratio or risk reward ratio. Yeah, look, that's that. I'm not taking any of these. I'm just telling you what TrendSpotter catches. And let's see what happens here. Oh, couldn't get that anyways. So you don't get the nice move, but you get the kind of the drift sideways move, which is from here. If you play it out, I mean, if you have nothing better to do, you can sit in this stock. 42 cent for what? What are we at? 337 here. So that's pretty fantastic risk reward ratio as well. And yeah, that was what, like 20 minutes, I'd say, maybe longer. Anyways, look, it's a move. That's how you make money, I suppose. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm up, like I said, 3,080. 2 winners and 1 loser on Roku. Back at it tomorrow. I'm going to, in solidarity, I'm going to stick to Roku, and I'm going to stick it again tomorrow, because it's pretty easy to trade. Okay, talk to you in the next one.